What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. Listen, I know I've been gone, but I'm back. I was on vacation, trying to get caught up on all my videos. But we are back for the Circle Season 1, Episode 2, the Circle ATL. So listen, first of all, before I get started, let me give a big shout out to Jim the Jewel and to Martell Star for showing me so much love. With my first review. Sorry it took me so long to get back, but I'm here now. But I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Second of all, Jewel, in that scene, because I'm gonna forget, in that scene when y'all was at the Black Lives Matter rally down to the MLK Boulevard, that purple lipstick, girl, what was that? I need to know. Hit me up, let me know. Okay. So let's get into it. So we picked this episode off where we left off it wasn't last week for y'all. But listen, Rico was getting into it with the people. And then he got called up on stage to perform his song. Now listen, I like that song, Rico. It was giving me mystical vibes, right? It was very much giving me mystical vibes. And you took out whatever aggression you had, whatever you was about to do down behind that stage and who you thought you was going to beat down. You took it out on that song. And I can appreciate that. And the song, who want it? I'm with it. I'm about it. Listen, it was giving me mystical vibes. I was here for it. I like it. I like it. Is that on like Spotify or something? Can I download that? Okay. Then we meet Dante. Now listen, Dante, you are from my part of the world, okay? You are from Clinton, Maryland. I grew up in D.C., and I found it very interesting when you introduced yourself. You were like, I'm from Clinton, Maryland. They made you enunciate that, didn't you? Because no one from this area says Clinton, Maryland. It's you from Clinton, Maryland. And if you don't say it like that, then you wasn't born here. You just lived here for a little while. If you was born and raised here, you say Clinton, Maryland. But anyway, I'm going to let you have it, girl. I didn't mean to say girl. I'm gonna let you have it, boo. Now, Dante is in the studio. Dante is a rapper, okay? Dante is in the studio. And Melly, I always want to call him Melly Mel, but his name is not Melly Mel. It's Melly B. I'm gonna just call him Melly because I don't want to fuck up his name. Listen. It seemed like Melly came into your studio session and just took over. But it seems like he needed to. So, like, I feel like because on one hand, you were like, he helped me, he made my song better, but I felt like he was taking over. I feel like the same way. I feel like he helped you and he made the song better. He was making some legit, what's the word I'm looking for? Suggestions. He was talking about, not necessarily doing your song over a beat you can't make money off of. But I'm going to say this, call Oliver Twixt. Because Oliver Twixt started off his career remaking songs. And I feel like he made money. Find out how he did it, okay? Anyway, he was talking about the ad-libs and things of that nature. And by the time he got done, you said you felt like the song was better. So sometimes, now to his defense, Mel in his confessional said that he wasn't trying to overstep and he kept waiting for you to tell him, okay, that's enough, and you never did, so he kept going. I was just saying. Now it seems like I feel like Melly is kind of feeling Dante a little bit, but Dante said he not necessarily attracted to Melly, but he cool. He's like cool people. So I already feel like that's gonna be a problem in 0.2 seconds. We gonna get there because I already see that's gonna go in the wrong direction real quick. Then we have Jewel and Martell down to the Martin Luther King rally. Listen, Jewel the Gem. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your words at that rally, and I especially appreciate your words about Martin Luther King being a radical. I think a lot of people do not realize how radical he was in his later years. But honestly, you could go back to the beginning, and he was always that. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, but I appreciate it. Y'all do some research. Go figure it out. Go learn some things. Okay. They definitely hit it off. They are vibing. You know, Jewel was like, "You're my favorite. I really appreciate you being here." Martell was definitely there. He was feeling it. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Martell. You know, after that first episode, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think you was gonna really enjoy yourself down to the rally, but you definitely, not only did you enjoy yourself, but you definitely gained a lot of respect for Jewel, to see her in her element, to see her making her speech and speaking on what she had to speak on, and was like, listen, anytime there's something else like this going down, make sure you invite me, because I'm here for all the things Black Lives and Matter. Absolutely, absolutely. It was a moment, and I can appreciate it. Then we meet Miss Alyssa. She is a singer. We find out that she's Mexican, but she grew up in Atlanta, but she was in New York, and she was part of an all trans girl group called Secret Girls. That's a cute name. That's cute. But she said it ain't work out. She went solo, and she wants them to kind of do a group song. Now, shouts out to is it Alyssa or is it a Mulatto? Let me not say shouts out yet, because I'll wait till next week's episode, because I don't want to get the wrong person credit. And she meets up with Melly Mel. I keep wanting to call him Melly Mel. She meets up with Melly, on their way out of the studio with Dante. And so they meet up and they have a little conversation, you know. Then we meet Meg the Body. Here's where I'm complicated. I mean, here's where I'm confused. Are you a scripper? Are you a dancer that's like sexy? Do you get naked for like, I don't know. I thought he was a scripper, but then when we saw him perform, he ain't script. But he seems sweet, you know. He said he likes artists, so he dances to words with, songs with words that mean things. He's got a friend who they have a complicated relationship. He said in a perfect world we'd be together, but hey, it ain't that, and it's best that we are just friends. And okay. So we found out that later on that night at his performance, he's performing at Lord, they said the name of the place 5,000 times. It start with an M. Magnolia's Club. And he's performing, and the whole cast is supposed to be meeting up down to the Magnolia Club to meet each other, fellowship kind of thing, you know. So we see Jewel and Martell kind of pre-gaming over the phone call. We meet Martell's boyfriend. We find out that Martell is in a poly relationship. Now listen, I'm here for it. Look, if you like it, I love it. I'm here for it. You know, I think that'd be something interesting. I don't know how much he's planning to share of that relationship with us this season, but I would definitely be here to learn more about it. I think it would be great to see a poly relationship presented in a respectful way, not to exploit it and make it salacious. I know people who've been in poly relationships, and it is what it is. But Martell and Jewel are definitely loving each other. They are vibing on each other. They are like, listen, if you going, I'm going. Who going? You listen. You have my back. I have your back. We're gonna be together. Don't let nobody pull us apart. We're gonna have each other's back through this, season basically. And Jewel is almost at the point where she's like, I don't even know if I want to meet anybody else on the cast, because I'm vibing so much off of you, and I don't really want to fuck that up, Mel B shows up with Dante. Martell, like I said, he came with his boyfriend, and then we meet Mulatto. Mulatto was down to the club too. Now, Jewel and Mulatto seem to click. They seem to hit it off, and they click. They're both queer women of color, and so Jewel was automatically, her mind was moving, and she was thinking of all the things that she could do, and how they could hook up, and how they could do some things, work together on some stuff. Now, Mel was at the bar with Dante, and so he didn't realize that the Martell, Jewel, Mulatto at the table, they were with the show. I guess he saw the camera and started and kind of figured, oh, wait a minute, maybe we all there together. Now, by this time, Mega's on the stage performing. Listen. Yeah, he was performing to If You Ever Love Somebody by Brandy. Like I said, I'm just confused at it. I like you, Mega. I like you, but I was just confused at it. So I need a little clarification. I just need a little clear it up a little bit. Is your scripper? That's all I want to know. Is your scripper? So Mel goes over to the table. He introduces himself. You know, everybody's introducing themselves. You know how they do. And when Martell went to introduce his boyfriend, he was like, "Oh no, I don't touch other people's man. I don't want, because I don't want nobody touching my man. So I don't touch other people's man. I want to be respectful." Martell was like, "Okay, like it ain't that deep. Like he's sitting right here next to me. I'm not worried about. Okay." But then when Dante comes over, Martell was like, "Well, I'm gonna give Mel the same respect he gave me, and I'm not gonna touch his man." And so Dante is trying to figure out, well, why everybody kind of being a little standoffish? Like, why ain't nobody really like, hey, what's up, bro? Why are they kind of... But he doesn't realize that everybody is assuming that him and Mel are a couple. Now, to Mel's defense, he never said they were a couple. He never said that's his man. He never said nothing like that. But that's what everybody sort of... They thought it was, and so that's how they proceeded accordingly. Then... somebody came over to Mel and wanted him to close out his tab over to the bar. And he got offended. He got his feelings. He was like, don't come to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. He was rude. And you know what? I was going to get some more drinks, but I'm just go ahead and close out my tab. Now, let me say this. I have had that situation happen to me before, and I think sometimes it's all about how the person approaches you, because I've had that happen to me before where you're running a tab at the bar, you end up getting a table or you move around and then they looking for you. Because here's the thing, what they immediately do when they look up and they don't see you where they thought they gave you that drink, it goes to worst case scenario and they automatically think, oh my gosh, they going to run out on the tab, whatever. Especially if you was running a big tab like you said you was. Now, I understand, though, that sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And Mel was like, I just didn't appreciate how he came up to me, how he approached me about it. But he was upset, and he closed out his tab, and, it was what it was. And that was pretty much the ending of this episode. So, I'm behind. I'm going to try to get caught up, because episode 3 dropped last night, I believe. So, I'm going to go ahead and get caught up, and so we'll be back on track, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.